Let's give everybody time to get in here. People are starting to line up. Hey everyone, how you doing? Hey, it's Marley again from Network Computer Solutions. I want to take an opportunity here to talk about a few things that I feel are important about cybersecurity today. I decided to get out of my office today, come out to the park, and just see what people are doing, and just get some fresh air here in the summer. One thing I did notice that there's a lot of freedom in our country. People are free to do whatever they want to do, even though some of us think it may be a little bit different. For an example, if you look behind me, you probably can't see, but behind me there's a group of grown men dressed in costumes chasing each other around and fighting with looks like Nerf swords and shields, and yelling at each other. It's like a lot of fun. I guess we can do whatever we want to do. There's something here for everyone. But my purpose here today is to talk about cybersecurity, the most fun thing you can think about on a nice summer day like today. But business owners like me, it never goes off my mind. I lay awake at night sometimes thinking about it. What if my clients had a breach? What if I had a breach and sacrificed somebody else's data? It bothers me, and I'm sure it does you too. So one thing, I've gotten a lot of questions about the videos I've been doing lately, and the questions are well, it sounds like it's difficult to do, but how do I get started immediately on a small budget, or how do I get started doing this myself? And it's very easy to do. And today I'm going to share with you 7 things you can do to get started on cybersecurity, things that make you sleep better tonight knowing that you protected your data, your most valuable asset, and also your client's data. When I'm reading off a checklist that I created that's available on the Facebook page. Download it, use it. If you want more information or clarification, please reach out to me, message me. And during this video, while you're watching it, if you could, just share it out to your friends who else could use this. Maybe give me some thumbs up, some likes, and give me a comment. Let me know you're there. And maybe I'll take a question or two if I can. So one of the first things you have to do with cybersecurity is you need to install and configure a managed firewall. A firewall is very important because it's the first line of defense between the internet and you. The internet's a crazy, wild place, and your network protects your data. So I see too many companies that they rely on the modem device that's provided by their internet provider as their firewall. Or if they don't do that, they might go to the big box store and talk to the kid who's working today, and he recommends the firewall. It costs $40 to $50. They put it in, they feel like they're safe. And one thing about that also includes free Wi-Fi. Well, the problem with that too is the Wi-Fi on those devices is probably not safe either. So get yourself an enterprise-grade firewall. There's many brands available, and configure it correctly and do all the firmware updates on that firewall. That'll help you a lot. The next thing is you need to use an advanced antivirus. Trust me, the antiviruses that most of you are using today should have gone out in 2009. They were obsolete. They should have left with Windows XP actually, because the antiviruses in effect today that people are using are signature-based, meaning that a virus has to be discovered and then determined, and then write a signature file to detect it, then figure out how to remove it. That's not the way that we need to protect our networks. Here at NCS, we use a special, an advanced level antivirus that looks at the behavior of files. We're able to define, identify, protect you from viruses and malware and ransomware long before they're even released to the public. We're able to roll back the attack, put your files back where they were, and give you complete forensics of all the files that are affected and how it actually happened. That's great for people who have compliance requirements in their business, whether you be in healthcare, financial, or any of those fields that require some sort of compliance. Another thing that we like to see our clients do is install a web filtering software on your network. We have acceptable use policies. Well, some of us do, and we tell our employees, they sign it when they become an employee, or what they can and can't do online. Well, people tend to forget, and if you're not watching, they're going to spend their time and your time on sites that maybe you don't deem appropriate, whether it be on Facebook possibly, or adult sites, or gambling sites, or violence sites. Whatever it is, they're not working, they're wasting your time. There's software you can install on your network, and sometimes even on your firewall, that will allow you to block that content and keep people out. It's great to have a policy, but it's also easier if you enforce it, so there's no confusion on your employees' part of where they can and cannot go. Another thing that we can do is perform a frequent backup. The frequency of your backup really depends on your business, your needs, and how long you can go without restoring your data. We have clients that we have real-time backups that if they were to fail, their server fails immediately because they can't afford any downtime. They put a price on that backup. And I've heard some of my clients say that some of that downtime costs them upwards of $20,000 to $30,000 an hour for downtime. That's employees sitting around, employees not working, client calls not coming in, purchase orders not being received, and products not being shipped. So you need to make sure that your backup is not just a file-based backup. Make sure it takes a bit level image of your data. It does ransomware checks while it's backing up, and you can restore to any point in time quickly, or maybe even run off your backup as a virtual server if needed. And that all sounds pretty technical, but honestly, reach out to me, leave a message, call me, and we'll figure out what you need, your best requirements, and get you going in the right direction within your budget if we can. Something I've seen people overlook a lot is the physical security of their servers and their data. I walk into businesses and they tell me that they're concerned about maybe the cloud's not secure or the data's not secure being backed up off-site. So they put in these strange and crazy rules about no employees can and can't do this online, and you can't use things like Dropbox or can't use online file sharing. But what they fail to look at is the physical security of their environment. I had a client recently that I was talking to, a prospect I was talking to, and I went into their server room because it was so secure, and their file server was actually sitting next to a big window. Of course, he's been there 10 years, nothing ever happened, but what if it did? Somebody could easily break that window, take their server, and have all their data, and their server was so old, they didn't use any kind of encryption on their data. So that's the kind of thing you got to overlook. And also, you need to lock the door of your server room. Too many times the server room is shared by other people, other contractors, things get bumped, they get damaged, or employees can also go in or contractors, employees, anyone can steal the data, put thumb drives in, infect it. So just be careful and make sure you provide a lot of physical security of your environment as well. Another big one is our employees. I've talked about this in other videos, and we've got a free training that we'll give most any company that messages me and let me know, 30 days of free training. You can go longer if you need to. But that training allows you to train your employees on what a phishing attack is, what it looks like, how to deal with it, who to notify, what to open, what not to open, and why they shouldn't be forwarding phishing emails to the IT department to find out if it's really a phishing email. If it looks like it's phishing, it looks like it smells fishy, it's probably fishy. Just delete it, move on, call the person that sent it to you, and find out if they really meant to send you that email. If not, just forget about it. There's no reason to call in the National Guard. Just forget about it, delete it, and don't open it. Another thing you can do is update all your systems. We all get on our computers, and you get a pop-up in the lower right corner that says it's time to update, or it's time to reboot because of an update. And even though we're so busy and we're rushing through our day, we've got 10 things on our to-do list, and we've got payroll to do, we've got orders to place, we've got service to do, we find that we tend to ignore that. Well, luckily Windows 10 doesn't give you that option. Eventually it's going to reboot on you anyways and do the updates. But a lot of people are still using older versions of Windows, like Windows 7. And those things are critical that you update everything that shows up. There are some situations to where some software is not compatible with certain versions of Flash, maybe Java, but most things, just update it. And if you're in a compliance environment like HIPAA, you're also required by the HIPAA laws to have a managed update program in place that you can, first of all, you can monitor, you can report on, and you can prove those updates were done. Don't leave it up to the individual end user to do the updates for you, because if it's up to them, they won't do it, because it interrupts their day, and they have really no stake in whether or not your business is affected or not, because they get to work regardless. So make it mandatory, force it through systems, find a managed service provider who can do those things for you, who can manage your backup, who can put the systems in place, who can do all that for you. There's a lot of professional IT providers out there. Here at Network Computer Solutions, we'd be happy to help you. ncshelpdesk.com. You can give me a call, 574-268-2482. You can message me here. You can go to my Facebook page. Please go like my Facebook page at NCS. The more you like, the more we'll post, the more information you'll get. We won't spam you with a lot of junk. It'll be useful content, stuff that you can use every day to make your business more secure. And the information I'm giving you is also good for your home. If you take the word employee out and substitute with maybe the family member, everything else is the same. You still got to have security, you still got to have antivirus, you still need a backup of your personal data, all your pictures. You really need all that information, even if you're on a home network. And don't think that your home computer is not important, that hackers don't want it. I guarantee you're doing your online banking, you're doing your checkbook in there, you're doing personal documents, you're doing healthcare stuff, you're talking to your doctor, you're filing claims. All that stuff is important to hackers. So don't keep it on your computer if you're not secure, if you're not encrypted, and you're not safe. Again, go to our Facebook page, download the document, look through it, see if you can check off all 7 boxes. And if you need help, then check the bottom box. That's number 8. The number 8 box is call us at NCS. Let us help you. Find a professional near you who can give you a hand and help through that. If you're not in our area, we cover all of Indiana, most of Ohio, Illinois, and some other places. Just reach out to us. We'll help you get set up and make sure you're secure. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good. Thanks for the thumbs up there, guys. If you enjoyed it, thumbs up, share it, and let's see if we help out more people. Have a great day. Bye.